Does debt feel like a dark cloud constantly hanging over your head? You're not alone. We live in a world where debt has become a common part of life for many. It's like an unwanted guest that overstays its welcome, causing stress, anxiety, and a sense of dread. But what if there was a way to bid farewell to this unwelcome guest? That's where Get the Hell Out of Debt by Erin Skye Kelly comes into play. This book isn't just another financial guide. It's a lifeline for those drowning in the sea of debt. It's a beacon of hope for those who've lost their way in the financial maze. It's a roadmap that guides you from the treacherous terrain of debt towards the safe haven of financial freedom. Our journey today explores the three-phase method of this book that aims to transform your relationship with money. Erin Skye Kelly, the author, isn't your typical financial guru. She's not someone who was born with a silver spoon or who's never had to worry about rent, bills, or credit card debt. Instead, she's someone who's been in the trenches, just like many of us. A single mother of two, Kelly found herself buried under a mountain of debt, feeling overwhelmed and unsure of how to get out. But instead of surrendering to her situation, Kelly decided to fight back. She educated herself about finances, learning everything she could about money management, budgeting, and investing. And guess what? She didn't just manage to climb out of debt, she soared above it, building a life of financial freedom for herself and her family. This real-life experience, this journey from debt to abundance, forms the basis of her book, Get the Hell Out of Debt. Kelly's personal journey forms a practical roadmap for anyone struggling with debt. A proven three-phase method lies at the heart of this book. This isn't just a hollow claim, but a tangible path laid out in Erin Skye Kelly's book, Get the Hell Out of Debt. It's a roadmap guiding you through the financial wilderness towards the oasis of financial freedom. The first phase is aptly titled The Reality Check. It's a moment of honest reflection, an essential first step to break free from the chains of debt. During this phase, you're encouraged to take a financial inventory of sorts. All your debts, your income, expenses, everything on the table. It's about acknowledging where you stand, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. The second phase is the Money Bootcamp. Think of this as your financial fitness regimen, where you build your fiscal muscles. It's not about quick fixes, but about developing sustainable habits and attitudes towards money. You'll learn to create a budget that actually works for you, not against you. You'll also learn to differentiate between wants and needs, a crucial understanding that helps in controlling impulsive spending. Finally, we reach the debt annihilation phase. A powerful name, isn't it? This is where you go on the offensive. You've understood your financial reality, you've developed healthier money habits, and now you're ready to tackle your debt head-on. This phase is all about strategic debt repayment, focusing on paying off the most expensive debts first. But let's be clear here, this three-phase method isn't a quick fix. It's a lifestyle shift. It's about transforming your relationship with money, about becoming financially literate and ultimately financially independent. This method is a journey, a challenging one, no doubt. But, as Erin Skye Kelly assures us in her book, it's a journey worth embarking on. Because at the end of this road lies the promise of a life free from the shackles of debt, a life where you are in control of your finances and not the other way around. A proven three-phase method lies at the heart of this book. Let's remember that. This method isn't a quick fix, it's a lifestyle shift. And that, dear listeners, is the essence of Get the Hell Out of Debt. The first phase, reality check, requires brutal honesty. What's the one thing we often avoid when dealing with our finances? The glaring, uncomfortable truth of our debt. It's easy to bury our heads in the sand, to ignore the mounting bills, to swipe that credit card one more time. But the first step to financial freedom is acknowledging the full extent of our debt. Just like a doctor can't treat a disease without a proper diagnosis, we can't begin to solve our debt problems without first understanding them in their entirety. This means sitting down, taking a deep breath, and adding up every single penny we owe. Yes, it's daunting, yes, it's scary, but it's also absolutely necessary. Erin Skye Kelly's reality check phase is not about sending you into a panic. It's about providing you with a clear, accurate picture of where you stand financially. You see, we can't map out a journey to a destination if we don't know our starting point. Once we've acknowledged our debt, we need to stop digging the hole deeper. This means halting the accumulation of new debt. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. Unless we plug the hole, we're just wasting our efforts. And then comes the tracking of expenses. This is not about depriving ourselves or living on bread and water. It's about understanding where our money goes so we can make informed decisions and prioritize our spending. Kelly encourages us to look at our finances like a business. After all, businesses track their expenses to understand their cash flow. They know where every penny is spent. Why should our personal finances be any different? The reality check phase is not about judgment or guilt. It's about understanding, acceptance, and accountability. It's about taking control of our finances instead of letting them control us. In the end, it's not about the money, it's about the freedom that comes from not being chained to debt. It's about reclaiming our financial power. It's about confronting the monster under the bed, your debt. Next up is the Money Bootcamp, where discipline becomes your best friend. Let's dive into the world of budgeting, saving, and making smart financial decisions. It's no secret that these are the bedrock of a sound financial life. But here's the kicker. They're not a one-time task, they're a lifestyle. Imagine budgeting as your financial roadmap. It's not about depriving yourself, it's about making your money work for you. It's about planning for the future and giving every penny a job. Once you master budgeting, you'll see money not as a source of stress, but as a tool that can provide you a life of freedom and choices. Now let's talk about saving. Saving is your safety net, your buffer against the unexpected. It's your ticket to financial independence. But saving isn't just about stashing away money randomly. It's about setting clear, achievable goals and then consistently working towards them. Remember, every little bit counts. A small trickle can lead to a mighty stream. Lastly, we have smart financial decisions. This is where you put on your financial thinking cap. Here, you learn to distinguish between needs and wants, to prioritize, to delay gratification. Smart financial decisions mean not just spending less, but spending wisely. It means investing in assets, not liabilities. It means understanding that instant gratification can lead to long-term financial strain. But all these, budgeting, saving, smart decision-making, require one key ingredient: discipline. Discipline to stick to your plan, to resist the lure of impulse buying, to keep your eyes on the prize. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. In this Money Bootcamp, you're not just learning skills, you're building habits. Habits that will transform your relationship with money. Habits that will set you on the path to financial freedom. But remember, there's no quick fix. This is a journey, not a sprint. It's about progress, not perfection. It requires patience, persistence, and yes, a pinch of sacrifice. In this phase, you're training to become a financial athlete. And just like any athlete, the more you train, the better you get. Welcome to the Money Bootcamp. Let's get started on this journey to financial fitness. Finally, we arrive at debt annihilation, the battle phase. This is the stage where you don your armor and take up your sword, ready to slay the dragon of debt that's been haunting your financial life. It's not a time for half measures or casual commitments. No, my friends, this is war. The strategies in this phase are aggressive, designed to cut down your debt in the most efficient way possible. You'll hear terms like snowball method and avalanche method. Intriguing, aren't they? These are powerful techniques that help you target your debts and eliminate them systematically. But we won't delve into their specifics here. That's a journey you'll have to embark on when you delve into the book. Debt annihilation is the culmination of all your efforts. It's the moment when you stand victorious on the battlefield, your financial burdens vanquished. This is where you defeat your debt once and for all. So why does "get the hell out of debt" resonate with so many readers? It's simple, really. This book is a beacon of hope in a world where debt is often seen as a life sentence. But Erin Skye Kelly breaks the chain, not just with her words, but with her lived experiences. Her journey from debt to financial freedom is not a fairy tale, but a relatable account that mirrors the struggles of many. The advice offered in this book isn't just practical, it's transformative. It's about changing your mindset towards money, about breaking free from the chains of debt. The three-phase method is not a magic trick, but a structured, step-by-step guide that empowers you to take control of your financial future. And that's the beauty of this book. It's not just about clearing debt, it's about instilling confidence, about empowering you to make better financial decisions. This book isn't just about getting out of debt, it's about reclaiming control over your life.